Hey, howdy, partner. I'm come to show you the progress. The progress. So, really, I just wanted to show you something because I was painting and there's a technique that's like my freaking favorite technique to use, and I kind of want to show it to you because I don't know many scenarios that I can use it. So, oh, the wrong reference. I'm using these references. Okay, so I'll just show it to you. Okay, here, I'll show you this one first. Get some color. Let's see, this is very purple, but I'm just trying to get it dark here. This isn't it, but I'll show you in a second. Let's say, hold up, I'll show you. Just give me a second, please. I want to also find a better way to make this black because I don't use black. I haven't used black, the paint, in years and years and years. And, yeah, we don't use black in this household. So, but I have to make my own black. How do I do that, you say? I have no idea. Still don't know. I'm still trying to find out the darkest colors that I can make. Because I honestly really don't know. What can I do? Yeah, and it mostly comes out purple. I don't want it to be purple, but it's kind of just what happens. Sorry, I'm getting carried away here. I'm not even showing you what I want to show you, but no, it's starting to maybe look a little worse than I meant. Let me wait up on doing this until later. This is one I brought you over to show. I just painting right now. I need to stop. I need to stop doing that. Stop doing that. But it's annoying me. I want to fix it up. Whatever. Let me just do this a little bit and then I'll show you my favorite technique. So, speaking of techniques, which I'll talk about now, the technique that I'm using right now is what everybody is used to seeing, just addition. I have no idea what the technical terms for all this is, so just bear in mind that I don't know the right terminology and jank, you know. But this is all technically like addition stuff, like I'm adding paint, which, I don't know, this is not making sense, I'm sorry, I can't think and do this at the same time. Technically all painting is addition, obviously. But the forms that I'm making is what I'm trying to say here. So, like for instance, if I'm trying to shape this out, there's two ways that I can make this. There's, okay, I want it to be, here's the reference, like, oh, I want it to be rounded here. Okay, so I go, and I shape it kind of like this, you know, and I'm shaping it kind of up. Oh, let me add a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We're shaping the shape, you know? The shape is being shapen. Okay, we're shaping it. Well, when you draw a line, like for instance how I did these little feetsies, I'll just do it right here to show you. Okay, here's my line. Now I'm gonna try to do it as thin as I possibly can. I really want tiny, tiny lines. I go, and that's also why I use square brushes. So I always prefer the square brushes. So I prefer them because, yes, you have them like this, but then you have them like this. And that is a thin line that you can get when you turn it sideways. So here, let me try to get the thinnest line that I possibly can with this brush. Oh gosh, it's kind of the same. Like, that's kind of the thinnest line that I can get with this brush. Now, if I use this technique here, which is my favorite technique to use, I love it when I see it on other people's work. It's better when it's dry. But, so, you know, I'm like, that's as thin as I can get it. Well, to get it thin, to get it like hair thin, I actually paint the background and squeeze it together, if that makes sense. So to get those thin, good lines, I'm not painting the line. I'm painting everything around it, if that makes sense. So right now what I have on here is that sky blue. And I just come through here. Let's make it thin. One, I'm gonna have to make this go away, but you can get it really, really, really thin with that kind of technique. So let's go back in. I'm gonna add more of this blue. This one I'm just gonna erase, I'm sorry. I don't feel like doing with that. It's a wet paint anyway. But see, so that line is a lot thinner than it was. Look, I can even make it thinner. I can make it really thin. And let me get some blue. I don't have any of that good blue out right now. Here we go. You get the premise though, but I'm painting around it so the shape can get really thin. Like this is, just erase that one, but this, see how thin that line is now? And that is like taking away, I guess, like the line that you make isn't actually the mark that you make, it's shaping everything around it to make that. So I also use that when I'm trying to hone in the shape of something. So like for instance, I'll do it back here. You know how before I was painting this here, where I was like trying to get these shapes in and shaping that? Well, this is actually better for shaping it after I've laid this stuff down. I'm sorry, I don't know how to speak. See, it's like a good, see how that shaped really nicely? And then if I want to, which I don't know what these wing shapes are yet, I'm gonna have to like zone in and work on those. But like all of this, I would come in with this background and shape it kind of like that. So instead of having to paint it like where the shape is perfect, you won't really have to worry about it too much because you can hone in on it, if that makes sense. Oh, I keep trying to get this dark color and it's just not working out. Let me get this and then I'll let you go because that's literally all I wanted to show you. I just love that technique so much, that like the way you shape it in. It's good stuff, man. Let's make that dark. This is all gonna be dark because it actually needs to come down. And this is all part of it. tail, it's also going to be sticking out. Kind of like that. This is going, all this is going. Oh. And so you can kind of, nice. Yeah, but you can kind of see where I'll use this technique throughout everything, because if I want to go away, I really want to have, do you know how cool it would be if I had like a palette cam while I was getting these colors? Because getting the colors, whole other ball game. I don't even know how to teach that because it's just an intuition game now. Oh boy. Yeah, anyway. Anywho. Green. I don't know how to teach the colors. I'm using green right now. I use green a lot. I've used green all over this face. Something about, I like this face, but something about it still get me, especially from the angle you're at. The face looks kind of funky. Something here, a little bit. I don't know, something about it. But yeah. Anyway, that's just the technique I wanted to show because I freaking love that technique. It's my favorite. And it's just cool how humans learn how to problem solve stuff. It's pretty cool. Because I remember I learned that, like, nobody taught me that. I know it's definitely a technique that people teach, but whenever I learned it, I just taught myself it. And it's very satisfying. See here. And that's how you can get some of your shapes to be. Oh, he's got a big old belly. He's got a round belly. Let's kick his belly a little bit. His belly's a little funk right now. Push his belly up. Does that look right? You think it looks right? Does that look right to you? But yeah, that where I've showed you a million times where you shape like that. Good. It is like the latest. Yeah, up, whoop. And you make the shapes like that. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah, and I really gotta work on these wings. These wings are, I don't know how much detail I'm gonna put into the wings. And I don't know what I'm gonna do for the background, like color. I did kind of this white, but I don't know. This was just the old sketch, but it kind of looks like a shadow, like a cast shadow. That'd be kind of cool. Like a little cast shadow would be pretty dope. I haven't made up my mind what I'm gonna do. But yeah, that's how I create the shape of all these. Like, I still haven't done it yet, but I would just go through and I wish I had a better color for this background. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I like having it off. Like, you know, here's this tapestry thing, and then I like having the wings off. I don't want to, you know, I don't want this to be sky. I like it to be like off the thing. But no color really matched this. I might have to use whiteout or something, like whiteout or like straight up white. Oh, you know what? I could use just acrylic white paint. I could just go through with acrylic white, because the oil that I have will never be white. It will never be pristine like that, because the bowl that I'm using is like the eternal soup, or like the generational soup. Have you ever heard of that? Where they have like a soup that goes on forever, and they just keep adding to it, and it's like generations eat the same soup, or the same bowl of soup. That's how I am with my Gamsol cup. Because I remember whenever I went to do the tour of Statesboro, they said, this is our cleanup area because, sorry, a little story time. This is our cleanup area. Hold on. Because, you know, all the paints are like bad for the environment, so we have to like make sure they're cleaned up in a specific way. And I was trying to say, you don't have to worry about it. But they were like, no, it needs to be, you know, it needs to be thrown away and contained, which I agree. I mean, if you're going to get rid of paint, you need to, especially oil and Gamsol and flammable substances, need to be put in those big red vats where they're like hazardous waste. So it has to be done in a certain way. But I was trying to tell them, like, guys, don't worry about it because I never clean it. So I never discard it. So you really literally don't, I didn't tell them this, but I'm like, I'm never going to use those sinks because I never wash my brushes. I never change my Gamsol. I never throw out my Gamsol. I never clean the gunk on the inside of my Gamsol. I don't have a palette that will be disposed of. I mean, this is like a geode now. Yeah, here's my palette, and I'll be using this forever. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to clean it. It's just going to be hunked on each other. I mean, this is the freaking ticket. When I started doing this, because before, I know I've talked about this already, but before, when I used other things, I couldn't cover it, but literally this, you just close it, no cat hair. Bam, geode, and I will be using this for as long as I can. So probably my entire life, because this plastic will outlive me in one way or another, in one form or another. So yeah, they were telling me about like biodegradable Save the Planet stuff. I'm like, you ain't gotta worry about it because I literally use the primordial soup. The soup that I use is going to be generational. Like, you ain't gotta worry about disposing my stuff until I'm dead, okay? Anyway, there's a bird. There's my face. There's the other bird. Right there. Berries, rose, stuff at the bottom, other rows, fruits. You can't see the, oh, that thing. Oh, man. Oh, here's my setup. Yeah, my setup with my lamp. Oh, gosh, I would move this back so you can see the boots. Boots. Oh, gosh. I'm about to make a mess. Oh, my gosh. I'm making a mess. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what I'm going to work on next. Face is okay right now. This chickadee's bothering me, so, but I don't think I have the reference anymore. But the crane, I can't wait to work on the crane. Like, it's gonna look good. But I think it's going pretty good. I mean, like I said, I've never painted birds before this, so the bird thing is going well. I think the bird thing's going well. They look pretty good. So, yep, just try new things and get good at things, but you have to be bad at things first, so go try things. Anyway, thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Till next time, goodbye.